it's a big part of the year for our family, St. Patrick's Day. The parade is right around the corner, the Trenton, New Jersey parade. We grew up coming on a float. Our grandma was not with us anymore.
Hold on. We need to tell the name of the float. It was a very elite name.
Well, real fast, let me say, the grandma was not here anymore. She used to march in the parade, and was a big part of it. Every year she was
Miss St. Patrick.
Yeah, and her name is something that we take seriously and in a way for our float. Go ahead, name it. Tell us.
Our float was on the back of a flatbed truck, as all floats should be.
Mm-hmm.
It was the highlight of the entire parade.
Yeah.
If you were standing by, we would throw you candy. We would throw you beads. Mm-hmm. You didn't even have to expose yourself. We would just throw you goods. You were not leaving that parade empty-handed if you were in the vicinity of our float, which you should have been. And if you got close enough and you were lucky enough to see our float and the big signs on both sides of them, that sign read,
and still does,
the Callahan Clan. Great. In the back, a big
green,
massive wooden shamrock painted like the Irish flag from our father. Actually, no. I think we all painted it, but
I don't think you painted it.
I know my way around a paintbrush. I think I did. Watercolors, pastels.
You did art. We'll get to that later.
Oh, I did art.
So elective for college, but as far as the
no.
All right, but as far as the parade goes, what favorite part?
Favorite part of the parade?
Like favorite two things from being on a float in a parade, because that's pretty unique. Like you don't get
I love
from
it,
the perspective of somebody who's on a float multiple years in a row, many years in a row.
One, I wish we still did it.
For the alcohol?
No, I never.
Well, now.
For now, yeah. But I think
we were too young when.
Maybe there's a little bit of something.
In the audience, there was definitely in the crowd. There was definitely.
There was definitely boozing in the crowd for
underage.
sure. I would say that my favorite parts of it. So one of them is kind of like how the pregame is the best part of going out.
Mm-hmm.
So the beforehand of getting ready to get on the float and having like hot chocolate and bagels with cream cheese and just like all of that morning bliss, just like the lead up of getting onto a flatbed and freezing your ass off. But it was fun.
They would always get these donuts, right, dude?
Oh, I forgot about donuts. The Eat Good donuts, the long boys with the cream inside. Oh my god, just like she likes it.
Wait,
it was fun.
So, long boys is what you named the donut?
Do not quote me on that. I don't know what they're called. I think they're called lady fingers, maybe.
Well, for those donuts, does size matter? No, they're all good.
They were good. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Yeah, let's just not comment. They're good donuts. So.
Okay. So the pregame involved donuts, involved hot chocolate, involved packing up the flatbread.
Oh, the
flatbread truck.
The performance of the bagpipes from Uncle
Jim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit.
Bagpipes.
Yeah. Bagpipes. The performances from Uncle Jim on the bagpipes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just classic. Think of classic St. Patrick's Day fare. However, like the Trenton, New Jersey one is like known. Like it's like a legit thing. Like we're talking like 8 rows deep of like crowd.
But something that you wouldn't even think about that was also part of my favorite of the parade.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Throwing candy at teachers that I knew from high school.
Yeah, that was cool too. But even more so than that is the looks on people's faces when they would see because to us it was cool. Like it was like the coolest. It was awesome. Like being a young kid on the float, your name, like it was awesome. But like to see, because like the other floats were like local businesses or Miss St. Patrick or dancers or bands, and then it was just like, who the fuck are these people? Like when you really think about it, like we didn't know. Like a lot of people like knew our family in the area, but like majority of the people had no idea who we were. So it's like the Callahan, why do these people have a float but throw me candy?
Not a lawyer last name. No, like you weren't thinking you were like a law firm.
It was just like, there's an Irish last name.
Yeah.
Do they have candy? Like, yeah. Which we did, of course, you have to.
And a lot of like bag of the chips were standard, juice boxes.
Those were for the people on the flatbread. Oh,
Flatbread.
Yeah. Flatbread.
I could go for
Flatbread.
I could go for a flatbread right now.
I'll go for a whole slice rather than a flatbread. Flatbread's a skinny chick thing. They are good though. I do like flatbread. I don't even know why I said
Flatbread
that.
is a skinny chick thing?
It's not for skinny chicks. It's just like a skinny version of a pizza. Like, there's a time and place for both. If I'm getting home at 3 o'clock in the morning, give me a doughy slice, no pepperoni, just cheese. If I'm at like a vague bistro and I'm like kind of hungry, I'll go for a thin
There was a lot of
flatbread.
vague bistros in Brooklyn when we went there. A lot of vague bistros. You could just tell from the outside.
I think you just mean bistros in general. Just there's a lot of places to eat. I mean, it's just
think
cool.
every bistro is vague? Or just all
It matters what the name says. Remember Italian bistro we used to go all the time? I wouldn't say that's a big bistro. It's Italian.
Wait, is that the one with like the focaccia bread and stuff that they bring to your table?
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
used to hose that shit down.
Yeah, that was good. Nothing like the macaroni grill pull apart bread, but
That was
So good.
one of my favorite moments with our friend Zach, our family friend Zach, was surprising him at Macaroni Grill, which I don't even think it's around. Is there any I think there might be a few.
yeah, there is.
But it's
Great mac
they're
and cheese.
less. There's less macaroni grills.
Yeah, but they're bought by Darden, so they're definitely still around. Like they're
It's like Yard House, right?
Yeah,
Macaroni
yeah,
Grill. Surprising Zach for his birthday, and he had to get up and sing and wave that napkin around in the middle of the restaurant
yeah. I always wondered, like,
on the chair.
yeah, you know what I think they did that?
Is that worth the macaroni and cheese?
Exactly.
Wait, what?
I think that's why they do it.
What do you mean?
Because obviously, if you go to a chain restaurant, everybody knows if you say it's your birthday, you're getting it for free. But if you say same thing with Texas Roadhouse.
Make you work for it?
Exactly. So like you'll be less apt to
Have you
say it's your birthday or something if you have to get on a bull and ride like on the saddle or stand up in front of everybody and like twirl some bullshit rather than like, oh, okay, we'll bring you out a piece of cake and like you'll just carry it right away and laugh. We're gonna make you stand up and you're gonna earn this cake.
Would they do that to a little kid though, to prove it's their birthday, or just like an adult that says, "Hey, I'm gonna," or like a teenager?
They have to. They
Hey,
can't.
I'm gonna get like free dessert.
Well, that's probably what most of it is, but you can't pick and choose who you supply desserts to. Spell with 2 S's because you want to. 1 S because it's desert.
So, but like, what does Texas Roadhouse do? You have to ride a bull? Yeah, that's not true.
I don't know if it's a bull, but you gotta like saddle up. Like you gotta. They bring something over. It's like a Trojan horse type thing. And you saddle up. Like you gotta get on that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get on that, and then like something happens.
Don't hurt yourself.
Something happens, and it's not the because they do that dance like on the hour.
Who does?
All the waiters and the waitresses.
At Texas Roadhouse?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's like a little line dance thing.
Yeah, and I think that's also. I think they do that to distract you, and that's when they clean up all the peanut shells on the ground.
That's a theory or a fact?
That's my theory.
You have any proof? Or just random waitresses would clean up peanut shells when they did that? Do you know it? You know somebody that used to work there, don't you? I got for you.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right.
Good. It's a good place. I do like their buns are great.
So you do know someone that used to work there. We're talking about the rolls now.
Nope. The rolls, the buttered rolls, are to die for. Perfect consistency, moist.
We're still talking about the rolls. Or somebody that used to work
No,
there?
just the rolls. No, the atmosphere is great.
Did
Horseshoes in the
whoever
wall.
you know that used to work there, they do the dance good or what?
They did a dance there. I don't know. They would do it at least once while you were there.
Who you know?
I don't know.
Without saying their name. They would be a good dancer?
If they were a waitress or a waiter, they would do it.
So they weren't a waiter or waitress.
Well, you can't base their dancing off of a choreographed dance that they all have to do. There's no standouts. It's not allowed.
Would you tip a better dancer if they were a waiter or waitress?
Oh, I always tip dancers are good. Whatever dancer you know.
Yeah. So
Exotic.
Back to the parade. Speaking of crazy times, I underrated. Like, it's underrated though, as far as like, I don't know. I feel like a local parade does not get enough credit like that one we went to. Like it is a lot better than you would think. Like that is like you need to like experience like a local. I don't know, like the same thing when I was in Roanoke, lived in Roanoke, where like Philadelphia is obviously like a major city, Roanoke's kind of, but like St. Patrick's Day, everybody gets down for St. Patrick's Day. Like it is.
Oh, yeah.
What is it called in isn't there something in Philly that's specifically called for St.
Yeah,
Patrick's Day?
Aaron Express.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Aaron Express is a mess though.
You've done it?
I've done it multiple times. It's just like there's certain places that are good. I lost my credit card at Aaron Express like the second time I went.
Why is
that
it
was
called?
hell.
What is Aaron Express? I mean, I
So
tell the
technically,
listeners.
it's a bar crawl, but the Aaron Express is because they have shuttles that like you can get on the Aaron Express and it stops at all these bars.
Why is it Aaron?
Like I didn't go brawl. Aaron.
Wait, like
Hello, darlings. This is an Irish accent.
yeah, well, Aaron like Erin,
Yeah.
but like why?
I didn't come up with a name. I would have called it the Shamrock Shuttle.
That would be
Missed
good.
opportunity, yeah.
Or the
This is
I mean, it's just spitballing. It's just
I
like
mean,
if somebody
if
gave
someone
you-
were to ask me,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like, let's change it.
Who?
TM.
Yeah.
I am the Guru Pitka.
Well, what I was going to ask, when was the last time you think you actually went to the parade? I'd say probably
Trenton Parade?
Huh? 5 years.
2 years ago.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was.
It wasn't. It's not as good of an experience.
I was
anymore.
around now, actually,
Yeah.
which is again hot spot for St. Patrick's Day. Like in that area,
Yeah.
Southwest Virginia, everybody can get like travels like hours to go to that shop. But
I would like to challenge that. We don't have to do it right now, but I would challenge the hours.
oh yeah, it's a big like tens of thousands. I think even they said even like one time I think one it was like 100,000 went to Roanoke for that weekend for St. Patrick's Day.
So the Ringling Bros and Barnum Bailey circus is the same weekend, I would probably assume.
There were some crazy things in the streets. You could rival. Yeah.
How much time have you spent in the streets?
Speaking of the streets, two of my close friends in Roanoke actually met in the street at a Halloween party. One was a Playboy bunny, and the other was a like a drunk cowboy.
Was he
Was
dressed as a drunk cowboy?
Was
or?
not even St. Patrick's Day, just Halloween. I said, yeah, that's right.
Completely lost right now. I don't know what's going on, but all I heard it was a Playboy bunny and a
the
cowboy.
bottom line is Roanoke's fun. It was a
Sounds
great time.
good, yeah.
It was a great time.
Yeah. Sounds like thousands of people go there.
The what?
Sounds like thousands of people go there for events.
Tens of thousands.
Oh, that's all you need.
So,
I feel like I didn't even get to, was there once? Yeah.
was it really only one?
No, twice, 3 times maybe. I don't know.
I think it might have been.
That there was like that one, that Star Hill, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A brewery.
Not the brewery, just the hill itself.
Oh yeah, it's the
The outlet.
largest man-made star, largest in the world. Star.
The view was good. Yeah.
It is the
It was a
largest
good view,
star.
yeah.
There's like other history.
Yeah.
There's a lot of history there in the whole city, but yeah. And then the St. Patrick's Day in Philly obviously a little different, but
Different vibes,
yeah,
different places, different types of people. But that's the other thing, like McGillen's, that's an Irish bar.
yeah.
So that place gets absolutely mobbed on a daily basis, but St. Patrick's Day, it's 10 times over. You? What's your favorite St. Patrick's Day drink? I like Irish car bombs, not even on St. Patrick's Day. Not a big fan of Irish coffees though. I don't mind them, but
I don't think I've ever had a car bomb or coffee. Honestly,
you've definitely had an Irish car bomb.
I don't think so. Maybe once.
Yeah.
A Guinness I'll drink like once a year, kind of thing. Like for St. Patrick's Day. It's too heavy.
If
too
like
thick
yeah, it's
and
like if it's got it's got to like
Guinness,
sport.
Too, yeah.
Right, like I can't. Like, if I'm just gonna sit there and
Yeah.
have a pint, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be Guinness.
What would it be?
So you're asking me if what I would like to have for beer?
I'm not buying.
Oh, I know that.
Oh, please.
It would be a Corona Premier out of a bottle, lime.
I mean, sure. Nah, that's a go-to. I like
Yeah.
that too.
Oh, it's so crisp, especially in the summer. I actually like I don't even remember what it was called actually. Disregard.
Okay.
Corona premiere.
Do you? That made me think. Do you remember your the first time I think I really had like a one of those seltzers where they started being really popular in the last 5 years, like the White Claws and stuff. I literally think I was tubing down a river, like in Roanoke with my friends, and they're like, "Oh, try these" or whatever. They had them out there in the summer. I think that was the first time I ever was exposed to these like the seltzer whole craze going on.
That's funny you say that because that's the first time I had one. It's the first time I exposed myself to random people on the street.
Was it St. Patrick's Day?
No, it was just like a regular Saturday. But I think I think the first time I had like a White Claw because it was definitely a White Claw.
Yeah.
Well, are we counting Four Locos?
Are you counting White Claw as a reason why you did do that?
There's no reason to do it, but definitely have be a contributor. But
Four Loko.
Four Loko. So if we're considering that as a seltzer, that's probably the first one I had. That was in college.
But that was on the downswing when you were in college. When I was in college,
yeah,
that was
the formula was
in
different.
its prime.
Yeah, I mean, I think actually it was still the same thing, but it wasn't. It was like people were aware of what it did.
And I didn't drink it all in college.
Oh yeah.
And really, honestly, no, just for, but for anybody that doesn't, just for no reason, really. I just kind of was like, okay, it's just another drink, like Coke or anything like that. Like water or Coke, Gatorade, I'll just start listening to drinks.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, I just was like, whenever I can still go out to all the parties and frat houses and whatever.
Nothing wrong with that.
So
that's like the thing now, anyway.
And I will say, legitimately, there was a lot of appreciation for the designated driver rule. I would do that all the time.
Sure, you still do it sometimes. But I could go for a cream soda right now.
Like spiked or not spiked?
No, just regular.
No.
Like a Stewart's cream soda, maybe a little bit of vanilla bean cream on the side.
Yeah, I mean that would honestly that'd probably be like I'd rather have that any day than like a regular Coke, cream soda.
Oh God,
even Dr. Pepper and stuff.
Yeah, I mean there's tiers of sodas. Like there's things that you can't find every day. There's like the go-to staples, but like cream soda is top tier. Mug root beer, phenomenal.
You ever have the Mountain Dew Baja Blast that they have at Taco Bell?
No, actually.
The sugar-free taste is just as good as a regular one. You should do it. It's kind of like a blue raspberry. And now they sell
I do like that. Yeah.
In the stores. They sell them in like convenience stores now.
Yeah, I like the blue raspberry Jones sodas. Those are good.
They are.
They have good cream soda too.
Speaking of good finds at convenience stores, did you see the news about the Cheeto that sold for like $9,000? I think, or no, I think it's more. I think it's like something even crazier.
What? The Cheeto?
A Cheeto, literally a Cheeto.
Like a bag of Cheetos or a Cheeto?
A single Cheeto sold at an auction house shaped as Charizard from Pokemon, like thousands of dollars.
According to who?
It does look like Charizard.
I know, but like, how would you buy that? People are so.
You want to go rip a couple bags?
Of Cheetos, if they're puffed.
What about just regular crunchy?
No, those are worth nothing. That's
where the Charizard was pulled out of.
I don't care about that. If you're eating cheese doodles,
like
again,
straight
there's
up?
tiers.
Yeah.
Cheese doodles. Okay, so we're saying in doodle form. So that is either crunchy or puffed doodles.
Yeah.
Cheese balls doesn't count.
Always in the bucket.
Or the tin, but those are great.
True.
Cheese balls.
Sure. Who makes them? Utz?
Utz makes them, and hers, yeah. I was thinking the thing would be another one too. I don't know, but cheese doodles puffed are better than crunchy. Don't care what you say. If it's crunchy, it's the wrong answer. Puffed, the Jack's cheese doodles in the J with the gold bag that are like.
I know. Yeah, I know.
They have like that richer cheddar taste, and they have like a nice crunch to them. They're great.
It's like gourmet version.
It's definitely gourmet. Yeah. I would also say the snack bag of the Hers orange with the cellophane see-through window. They're good for the first couple of them, but the last one's always way too cheesy.
Yeah, because it's sitting at the bottom.
No, I know, but like those are great. Yeah. And then full bag
of what?
Full bag of cheese doodles, puffed.
Hers?
No. You have to go.
No.
Chester Cheeto. I don't even know what brand. What brand is that?
Cheetos.
Oh yeah. Okay, Chester Cheeto.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chester Cheeto puffed swirls.
Is that?
Is that true? Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah.
The Cheetos Puff Swirls.
Wait, swirls? Oh, they are good. Like
Yeah.
the spiral staircase ones.
I think they might be. They're either called. They might be called twirls.
No, there's
Swirl? It's swirls. Twirl swirls. We all know. We know what we're talking about. They look like a ribbon.
a rivet.
Ribbon.
Oh, ribbon. Yeah.
The white cheddar one's pretty good too, though.
Yeah. Yeah. The you know what I saw about those combos that we used to get as
No.
the stuffed
No,
pretzels. The stuffed pretzels, the combos.
I hate them.
I like them a lot.
That is one
They
of
were
my least.
terrible for you though. Terrible.
Everything's fair. They're all terrible for you, but those are. To me, that is the most artificial tasting snack you could get.
Sure about that?
With cheese on it?
Sure about that?
That's like that. It's like
It's one of them. Definitely.
it's like. You know what it tastes like? I'll tell you what it tastes like. It tastes exactly like the cheese in the center of a Ritz Bits cheese cracker.
Correct.
So if you're choosing a Ritz Bits cheese cracker over a Ritz Bits peanut butter cracker, you're a psychopath. But don't sleep on Teddy Grahams.
Do you feel the same way about cheese whiz or regular cheese on a cheesesteak? As you do with cheese versus.
So I've recently changed my thought on this.
Damn.
I used to be I would opt for melted cheese, like real melted cheese on my cheesesteak. So usually provolone first.
How do you say it?
Provolone.
Provolone.
Okay, provolone first, and then I would dabble in American.
You dabble in the other nationalities?
Oh yeah, everything.
Latina?
Okay. I do like a little pepper jack, but
A little butter on the roll?
no. I would say. I mean, like the whiz comes into play, and like it's good. I like it. Yeah, I like it just as much as the melted cheddar or American. But I think I would still go for the melted cheese. Same thing with cheese fries. I like melted cheese.
The cheese fries can get a little fast for me though. I don't know. What about crab fries or chicken beans?
Great. I love them.
Like no question asked. What about the
I
little
was
cheese sauce?
just saying, probably drink the sauce. Yeah, that's a great sauce. That's different.
It's cheese based.
No, I think that's the difference. I think it's actually melted cheese.
Yeah, I mean, the
So never mind. I answered my own question.
what?
I was like, oh, why would they even call them crab fries? But because it's all base seasoning.
Why would they even call it Cheetos if it was not Cheetos?
I can't believe I forgot about that. Like that is a fact, though. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense. Chester Cheeto.
Yeah.
It is Cheetos.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite things to do. Like I don't like. There's certain things like weird things that people like to do that just like you know how people say like the little things make people happy. I love going grocery shopping. I love it.
why?
I think it's just seeing the variety. That's the thing. It's like I get the same things like pretty much every single time. I eat the same things. Like I have the same things that I like, but I love the browse. I love the aisle by aisle browse.
People watching or just the items?
I don't give a shit about the people. People are probably watching me like looking at things as if I'm like looking into fossils from 800 years ago. But like I'm literally staring in front of double stuffed Oreos going, that's a lot of stuff in there.
You see, they're trying to recreate woolly mammoths by cloning, like making mice woolly mammoths. Did you see that?
If they can,
If
they can choose one of the smallest animals to make one of the largest animals of history, like
they're trying to recreate woolly mammoths through mice.
here's the thing. That would be cool. Right, that would be cool. I would like to see a woolly mammoth. I wouldn't decline a woolly mammoth sighting. Like, should we be doing something else? Like, who's spending their time with that knowledge to... What is a woolly mammoth going to do for us? Are we going to go back in time and use woolly mammoths to haul shit from us and get away from, like, tractors and stuff like that? Maybe. Maybe we're on the path to decrease uses of fuel. Maybe the solution is woolly mammoth.
But back to the grocery store.
But get the tusks.
Would you put the tusks on the wall? Yeah, you would. Well, that's weird. I mean, that's a...
Ivory? Like an ivory tusk?
I mean...
I don't know if I'd put it on the wall, but I think it would be cool to like have like a necklace made out of it or something. But that's probably weighs a ton. That'll bog you down. Like swaying back and forth like a big tusk. It's really thick.
How many C's?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
So grocery store is like a playground for you? Or
It's
like,
not
like a theme park.
No, it's not. I wouldn't say it's a playground. It's like, I would say it's like more of a library. I'm looking through pages and seeing what I like want to get into. Bring home, take it back to the library, check it out. Maybe return it. Maybe get a late notice.
Then the food would be expired.
Can't bring it back.
But then you can't eat it. Then you lose money.
It's all about the search, my friend. So search, the game, the buy. What do you do with it after it? It's up to you.
Is your approach at a bookstore the same as it is at a grocery store? When you're trying to find new things? Or is it
Not at all. No.
What's the difference?
Grocery store is usually what I'm craving at the time and
Okay.
what appeals to me. If I'm in the bookstore, honestly, my IQ level drops about 100.
What?
And
What do you mean?
I let my
At a bookstore, your IQ level drops.
Well, I'll tell you why. I let my eyes guide me to the first thing that gets my attention, and then I just base it off of that. It's like if there's like a shiny cover or something like that, I'll go there first. I'll go there first, and maybe I pass some like actual literature on the way, and it catches my eye. But the shiny cover, that's like a fishing lure to a fish. Like I'm gonna go there first, and I'm gonna bite. Yeah, I'm gonna bite. I might get off of the hook and go to like, oh, maybe like I'm gonna go to put up like get Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, or I'm gonna get Diary of a Wimpy Kid because it's got a mirror on the front of the cover, and you can fill in the blanks in the back. At Mad Libs, always a sucker for Mad Libs.
That's true. Yeah, you were.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
you always
you know, it's every day is different.
Yeah. The what's it called? The whole bookstore experience. It's like they're trying to reinvent themselves more than Noble. Did you see anything about that? They're trying to
been
reinvent
there
themselves
recently.
like the new age, like more of like an experience kind of thing, and more of like, you know, like not just like because they can't like the prices. It's like why would you they're trying to make it a whole ambiance even more than it was before. Like
Well, it's not even a bookstore anymore.
Right.
It's Barnes and Nobles now are. It is a mix between a bistro, back to bistros. It's a mix between a bistro, a Starbucks, a bookstore, a Best Buy, and like just like a lounge, which makes sense. Like it makes sense, but like it makes sense for people to go there, read a book in that setting, and then leave from giving their money to like Starbucks or something.
yeah.
Or like go and buy electronics. But like I never
One of the only places they sell vinyl in the store is still like Target and
see
and
that is
Barnes
true.
and Noble.
That's what I want to get a vinyl for back here, but like
Okay. Festival season.
they only have CDs.
Shout out, get on.
Yeah, I mean nobody can get that one, but they had collection 1 vinyls, but they sold out. Same thing with Get On These Love Songs. Can't find them anymore, or they're expensive as hell.
The other thing they were doing is like they're being more like localized Barnes and Noble, and they're giving stores the power to like adjust. So basically, within the last couple of years,
Wait, what do you mean localized?
there's a new CEO of Barnes and Noble, and they're giving them the power to like adjust their stores how they see fit to their customers. Like if they find like if there's more of a like I said, like they'll have most of them will have like a local flair now. Well, they'll say like spotlight a local artist and stuff in the beginning, rather than all of them used to be looking the same. Like more of like a grocery store format where every shop wherever you go into is the same. It's not like that at Barnes and Noble anymore. It used to be, and like they were losing the ambiance and the difference and like the experience atmosphere. So now it's more of like you're able to curate on a store level rather than a mass appeal of like every store looks the same. They don't do that anymore.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. They're doing that with Nike stores too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, like if you go to the Princeton Nike, it's the Princeton Nike, so they have all Princeton stuff in there. They have, which like I would say it's a little bit less, but like they're doing the same kind of thing where it's like, okay, well, we're gonna give you an extra reason to come here because like you could just buy all this shit online.
Right.
Like,
that's how they feel about like Amazon too.
Well, that's the thing, especially with
Barnes
books.
and Noble competing with Amazon.
Yeah, especially with books. Like if you go into a bookstore, like there's no discounts on books. Like they did something like I don't know, like a couple weeks ago where it's like hardcovers like buy one get one 50% off, but like the hardcovers start at like $50. So I mean it makes sense, but yeah, I mean bookstores are just definitely changing. I like a good book though.
The last book you read was what?
The last book I read was
Psychology and Money you're reading now, right?
No, that's not. I mean, I am, but it's Relentless by Tim Grover that's the last full book that I read. Very good.
Kobe and Jordan's trainer.
Kobe, Jordan, a lot of other people too. Dwayne Wade.
They just announced. It's so crazy. Literally the professional debut jersey of Michael Jordan and the regular season professional debut jersey of Kobe are going to auction. Like literally the first professional game Michael Jordan ever wore for a preseason game, and Kobe is a regular season game. Both are estimated at $10 million after they're going to go over.
I just
$10 million. The first jersey Jordan ever wore.
I know you got to think that's probably coming from the family though. Why do you think you should keep that?
Well, Kobe already had that issue where his family was never.
Oh yeah, I saw that in the documentary. With his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I feel like something like that.
I mean, but maybe not though. Back in the day, like
could be like
they would wear the same jerseys for like a year.
It's true. There could be a ton of. It could be equipment manager. Yeah,
it was not like actually. It's not like it is now where they're like.
If I was, can you imagine if you cashed out as an equipment manager and you just like one day took like all these game worn jerseys? You could legitimately make. Well, you'd be fired immediately once they figure it out. But like you could make on any day, no matter what team you're the equipment manager for.
Yeah.
Anything though, like imagine it for Eagles Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Let's say the Super Bowl game. Mm-hmm. You're the equipment manager, and you took the towel of Saquon, Jalen Hurts, and AJ Brown.
Yeah.
And you sold game used Super Bowl towel, each one of them separate ones. You're at least making $5,000.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the jersey they wore on their back.
Exactly. It could be something that like would go under the radar.
Yep. Yeah. They what's it called? What's your whole view on the whole Wembanyama thing that happened recently?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
No.
The one yeah. So it's where they did the jersey swap and they sold it like 10 days later at auction. It was like a 5-year-old kid. I sent it to you. So like the 5-year-old kid held the jersey. They did a jersey swap with Wembanyama on the court in Brooklyn, and they took a picture together.
Who swapped to?
So
Wembanyama with the kid,
4 or 5-year-old kid, and the dad's right there, like beaming, like you're just like,
because
I think they were seeing dollar signs too early in this.
Yeah, well,
so they did the jersey swap, and within like 10 days, it was already up in auction in Golden Auctions. It sold for like $75,000 or whatever. And the day before, there's like a lawsuit still going on, I believe, right now. The day before, where they're trying to keep the lawsuit going. The day before, it was supposed to be. The auction ends. Wembanyama's injury was announced, season-ending injury, and something else too. But all of a sudden, the consignor, the dad or whatever, the 5-year-old is having seller's remorse. He doesn't want to sell it anymore, and he's trying to like sue Golden and sue this and that. Like literally the day before it's supposed to end, and you can see the prices at and an injury and stuff like that, and they're trying to make up all this crap, and they're like. Yeah, that's not happening. But literally, it was at auction like 10 days later from a little kid. And it just, there's a couple.
I can guarantee you it's not the little kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and now the little kid's having seller's remorse. He didn't want to sell.
He's getting a $600 PS5, and his dad's cashing
or not even.
$74,000.
Or not even.
Yeah.
So,
but that again, like if I was in that position, would I want a jersey or $75,000? $75,000. Like,
well, I mean,
all day.
I mean, all you have to do for the dad is it doesn't even have to be. You can do whatever you want for your own family. You can be like, oh, this is going to benefit us for the future.
Yeah, I mean,
you just say that.
I mean, when you actually think about it, though, it's almost if you're like apples to apples, you are almost being irresponsible keeping the jersey.
True.
Rather than
you can look at it that way.
Like that's.
You can look at that.
You know what I mean? Like
you could
think about what you could do for $75,000 or a Victor Wembanyama jersey hanging on your wall.
You could look at
that.
That's
That's almost like.
I mean,
I wouldn't say it's technical. It's morally wrong. Well, it's not even morally wrong. It's just a choice.
Right.
But I would probably make that same choice.
But if you don't need the money, I mean, then it's a whole other different situation.
Well, yeah. I mean, it matters who's it's for.
Yeah. Right.
I don't think it's right or wrong.